The Anglo-Saxon chronicles tell of one of the most ferocious battles ever fought on English soil, at a place called Brunanburh, possibly modern-day Bromberg. Historians hotly debate exactly where it took place, but Stephen Harding and his team are convinced it was fought here. So at the moment this place looks very idyllic. It's got its pond with its willow and its mowed grass and its kept hedges. Why would this location be the battle site? Why here?
This would seem to fit the bill more than others because non-contemporary records now record how the battle took place on some heathland near some woods. This is actually from Egil's saga.
Right.
And historically this is the area of heath. It's called Bevington Heath, and on the far side there you've got Staunton Woods. And so if I was a gambling man choosing an area on Wirral where the battle would have taken place, this would have been my choice.
At the Battle of Brunanburh, the fate of scores of Viking warriors was decided in a single day. Weapons expert Mike Loades describes how the opposing forces squared up.
The Saxon army of King Athelstan and the mostly Viking alliance of King Olaf were very similar type of troops. By the 10th century, the male byrnie has become bigger. It's become what's known as the hauberk, and it's got a male coif giving extra protection to the head. It's got the aventail, which is this extra bit of mail here, either to give reinforcement to the chest or to be worn to protect the throat. Both armies are still fighting with shields, fighting in the shield wall, and they're using swords and they're using spears. Whoa! There's a number of ways you can get through that. One way is they devised all sorts of tactics. They could do a thing called the svinfylking, which is the boar's snout. So you would get a wedge of men coming into a snout to punch right through and make a hole in the enemy lines. Or if they were outnumbered, you would get the forceps, where they would try and encircle and outflank. But another way of doing it was to send out a blood squad with their great Dane axes. It's an extraordinarily versatile weapon that can be used with great fluidity.
The Battle of Brunanburh was fought relentlessly for nearly 10 miles across the Wirral. The killing fields flowed with blood from sunrise to sunset. Mounted Saxon warriors pursued the fleeing Viking forces and mercilessly felled them from behind as they tried to escape. It was carnage. So was that the end of Vikings on the Wirral? Well, probably not. Recent DNA analysis of 50 men from old Wirral families demonstrated that 50% appeared to still have genetic links with Viking settlers. Today, that Viking influence still echoes in the Wirral landscape and its people. So the Vikings, in effect, are still here today?
Absolutely, Mark. So watch out.